All right, thanks, Carmen. Michael Cook has been busy at work to watch movies to see if they're good enough for you to watch. And this morning, he's reviewing Nobody and Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'll be curious about that last one there, but let's start with Nobody.
Yes, we have two action-packed movies to talk about today, starting off with Nobody, which just opened at theaters today. This stars Bob Odenkirk. He plays sort of a average Joe, husband, married, couple of kids, leads a very boring, bland life. A nobody that nobody pays attention to. And like a lot of these movies in this genre, something happens where all of a sudden it becomes clear that this man is just a brutal powerhouse with, special forces skills that can take out, many people. Bob Odenkirk, who became famous through the Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul series, is fantastic in this movie as he sort of ramps up and slowly reveals these skills that he has as a former, as it becomes clear throughout the movie, this man was clearly in the military and did some very bad things. And through a happenstance, just sort of by accident, he accidentally starts getting back into the life and starts doing things that the average person is not doing. This movie is written by the person who wrote, the man who wrote John Wick, the John Wick films. So it has a lot of the same feel of an average-seeming man turning out to be a well-trained assassin, but living a bland life. But it could be derivative at times. However, it's Bob Odenkirk's performance that really saves this movie. I like how he's portrayed. In real life, Bob Odenkirk is 58 years old, and here it's not like he's perfect. There's times where he gets a little bit tired and makes a couple mistakes, and Frank gets beat up himself. But it's Bob Odenkirk's performance that makes this a very, just a wonderful action flick. And that's what this is. It's very gory, a lot of violence, but if that is what you enjoy, and those are the kind of movies you like to see, then this movie could be for you. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Now, Michael, I was going to be curious about that as well. He's being identified as Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I was kind of concerned maybe people would just see him as that person. Would he be able to carry over into this different type of character I don't typically see him play in? So that's
he does. He really does a great transition. You don't see any of Better Call Saul. You see him just as a bland nobody who turns out to be an assassin in his past life.
Awesome. Well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and go to Justice League.
So this is the director's cut of Justice League. Ironically, we reviewed the original film a few years back in 2017. There's been a lot of controversy about this movie. The original movie was 2 hours long. This new movie is 4 hours long, so it's double the length time. This is from the original director who had to leave the first production because of an unfortunate family tragedy. It's on HBO Max. The basic plot line, it's these Wonder Woman, Batman, the Flash, Cyborg all have to come together to fight this being and villain from another planet who, like all villains and all superhero movies, wants to take over the world and destroy it, and these superheroes must come together to fight them. If you saw the Batman versus Superman movie, you knew that Superman is dead at the beginning of this film. Maybe he comes back, maybe he doesn't, but I won't give anything away. But this movie, that's the basic storyline. The first one, the original Justice League, I thought was a mediocre to almost hot mess of a movie. This one is so much better. The 4 hours, look, it is long. You'll have to probably take a break, go get a snack, make a phone call. At least you're at home and you can watch it. But the length gives it more time to develop characters, tell a better story, and make a more coherent story. I also enjoyed this movie. The original, I gave it 6.5, but for this new 4-hour version, I give it an 8.
Wow, 8 out of 10.
So again, 4 hours long. Again, take your time. It's like a marathon. You want to pace yourself. Don't jump into it. But if you like superhero movies, then I think you'll probably enjoy this 4-hour cut on HBO Max.
So we have Nobody 8.5 out of 10. Pace yourself with Justice League, the director's cut with that one there. That 4-hour long one. Definitely going to have to make sure to take a chunk of your time aside this weekend to watch it. Thanks, Michael. Hey, don't forget, we've got much more coming.